Good evening to everyone in Sports Talk America. It's your boy, Jay Franchise, aka ThatDude.com, aka the greatest sports analyst to ever bless the sports waves. Here to bless y'all with such great sports knowledge. Make sure you download the app, NBS Central, both on iTunes and on Android. Also, check out our podcast, our weekly podcast, Rush the Field, as well as the Nothing But Sports Show. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into these picks. So, we got Oakland going to Detroit to play the Lions. I'm going to go with Oakland. I think Oakland's playing very, very good ball. They've lost a couple close games, but I think they will get it right back on track. Just be on the lookout for Amari Cooper and Derek Carr. If you have those guys in fantasy, those are must starts because Detroit's secondary is really, really anemic. And going up against a guy like Derek Carr and Amari Cooper will be huge. So I have Oakland winning this game by the count of 31-14. Next game we got Indianapolis going down to Atlanta to play the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to choose the Atlanta Falcons in this game. Matt Ryan should have a very solid game coming off the bye week as well as the rest of the Atlanta defense. If I were you guys, I'd definitely look at Atlanta's defense. They're going to have, coming off the bye, a couple injuries. They're going to shore up their defense. I think Atlanta's going to have a very good game this week. Next game we got the New York Football Jets going to Houston to play the Houston Texans. I I like the te- I like the Jets in this. I think the Jets are going to bounce back. They've had a couple bad weeks. A guy to definitely watch for in fantasy is is man is Chris Ivory. I think Chris Ivory's going to run for at least 110, 2 touchdowns. Very solid game today. So be on the lookout for Chris Ivory. All right. Next game we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up to Philly to face the Philadelphia Eagles. Philly will not have Sam Bradford. They also won't have Ryan Matthews in today's game. With that being said, that also means that Matt Sanchez gets the start. I'm going to choose Tampa Bay because I think Tampa Bay's offense with Jameis Winston, um, Evans, Jackson, Safarian Jenkins, and Doug Martin is going to have very, very big games. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay winning this game by the count of, I got Tampa Bay winning this 31 to 31 to 10. 31 to 10. I don't think the Eagles offense is going to get going like everyone thinks. Very interesting matchup coming up. We have the Denver Broncos going up to Chi-Town to face the Chicago Bears. So as everyone knows, Peyton Manning will not play in this game. Brock Osweiler gets the start. I'm going to go with the Bears, even though Matt Forte is out and Jeffries will be out. I like the Bears. I like what the Bears are doing on the offensive side. If you have Jeremy Langford, he's a must start. Even though you're going up against a very solid Broncos defense, he's definitely a must start. I definitely start Jeremy Langford. Definitely start Jay Cutler. But I got the Bears winning a close game, 24-23. Okay. Next game we got the Rams going up to Baltimore to play the Baltimore Ravens. Another interesting matchup. I know the Ravens have lost a lot of close games. Actually, like 5 to be exact, 5 games within 3 points or less, going down to the last minute, and they were screwed over last week. Um, I'm going to go with the Rams. I think the Rams are going to turn it around. Um, I think that the QB change in St. Louis will also help. I also think Ty Gurley's going to have a monster day against that porous Ravens defense. So I want to go with the Rams. Uh, Definitely start Ty Gurley today. Must start. I'm going to go Rams winning this game by the count of 35-14. Next game we got the Dallas Cowboys going down to South Beach to play the Miami Dolphins. Another interesting matchup because Tony Romo comes back uh, and starts for the first time since week 2, if I'm not mistaken, week 2 or week 3. Um, Another interesting matchup. Miami's offense has been kind of stagnant lately, even though they have some very interesting pieces. This might be a very close game. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna go with Miami on this one. I truly believe Miami's gonna come out. They're gonna play solid football. Um, I'm just not sold on Dallas's defense, even though you got Tony Romo back. I just and the running game isn't really, um, has not been solidified. I'm just not sold on it. So for me, I'm going to go with Miami. I think Miami's going to win this game. If you got uh, if you got Richard Matthews or Jarvis Landry, they're definitely must starts. Go with Miami. Miami wins 24-20. We got another good game coming up. We got the Redskins, who beat my Saints badly last week, going to Carolina to play the Carolina Panthers. Great matchup. Two teams that have pretty good defenses. Just the main difference has been the offensive play. So I like what Carolina is doing right now. They're running the football at a very solid pace. I also believe that their defense has been saving them. Their defense has been playing outstanding. Solid pass rush with Jared Allen, Mr. Short. Um, Josh Norman has been playing well, even though I did call him the next Nnamdi Asomugha. I'm going to go with Carolina. And if you have Cam Newton, if you have Jonathan Stewart or Corey Brown in your fantasy must starts, Washington is going to give him a game. But in the end, I think that Cam Newton's going to find a way to win. I'm going to go with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers winning this game by the count of to 21. Next game we got the Kansas City Chiefs going to San Diego to play the San Diego Chargers. I kind of feel bad for Phillip Rivers because his defense has not been showing up. I mean, and that running game is just horrible. Mr. Gordon is just not the answer. I'm going to go with KC in this game, even though their offense is just kind of boring at times. Another close game. KC wins this game 20-17. Star Kendrick West is a must start this week. He will definitely get his yardage against a very porous San Diego run defense. Next game, we got the Packers going to Minnesota to play the Vikings. So I've received a lot of hate, a lot of grief about this, and I'm going to just say it again. Yes, Minnesota's on a 5-game winning streak, but all of that ends today. Aaron Rodgers, if anything, is going to turn it around today. I've got the Green Bay Packers going up to Minnesota, turning it around, getting the W. Minnesota Vikings, you're riding too hard on AP. I just think that in the end, AP, he's going to get his 125. But if Bridgewater can't carry him, no chance. So I've got Green Bay winning this game by the count, and it's going to be close, 27-24. 49ers, next game we got up, 49ers at the Seahawks. This is going to be ugly. I've got the Seahawks winning this game. If you got Jimmy Graham, must start. Russell Wilson, must start. Seattle's defense, must start. Blaine Gabbert is not the answer. And just to let everyone know, Colin Kaepernick will get traded, even though he's already said he's going on IR. Colin Kaepernick will get traded after at the end of the season, going into the new NFL fiscal year. So I've got the Seattle Seahawks winning this game. Man, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be like 31-6. Okay. The Sunday night game features two very solid teams. We got Cincinnati going to the desert to play the Arizona Cardinals. Very, very interesting. Andy Dalton coming off of a very subpar Monday night game has to go down to Arizona and play a very tough Arizona defense. I think as much as I like Arizona's team and the way that they play, I think that Andy Dalton has a way of turning it around on Sunday night. I think that there's only one Patrick Peterson on Arizona's roster, and he could cover AJ Green. But outside of that, you got to worry about Sanu, Jones, Eifert, just too many weapons. And if Cincinnati's smart, they will use their weapons accordingly. I've got Cincinnati winning this game. Another close one by the count of 30-27. And finally, we have the Monday night game, and that is Bills going to Foxborough to take on the New England Patriots. I got to go with the Patriots, man. Tom Brady's on a roll. There's no reason why you bet against Tom Brady in this game. Yes, they have a lot of injuries. Edelman's out. Lewis is out. But it's the Patriots at the bottom. Just bottom line, it's the Patriots. You can't go against them. The Bills are playing pretty decent football, but at the end of the day, it's the Patriots, man. I'm sorry. That defense is probably their pass rush is one of the top pass rushes in the league. They're gonna get to Tyrod Taylor early and often. If you got Tom Brady, Amendola, Gronkowski, start them. Must starts. And with that being said, I'm just going to say Patriots win this game 34-14. And that concludes all of our picks. Make sure you download the app, NBS Central. Go to our YouTube channel. We're going to try to post more videos and many more predictions. Also, check us out on our Facebook page. Check out our YouTube channel. Check us out on Twitter. NBS Central for both Twitter and Facebook. With that being said, it's your boy, Jay Franchise, a.k.a. thatdude.com, a.k.a. the greatest sports analyst to ever live, signing off. And salute to all the troops and military members out there. Hey, I salute y'all. Keep our homeland safe. Peace.